This is Off Color Discussions. I'm your host, Joe B. Sit with me, my man, Billy C.
What's up?
That's it? Just a what's
That's
up?
it. All right, good evening. The weather's
Jesus
beautiful.
Christ, man.
Were you outside
Cheer
today?
the fuck up.
Oh, no, you were stuck at a desk. I was outside today.
Yeah, but you were sweating working.
No, I wasn't.
No, it's still cold out?
Beautiful.
Right.
It was like 52 degrees. It was amazing.
No, I was definitely behind a desk in a hole. This episode is brought to you by Smoke Proper. Go to smokeproper.com. Use OCD at time of checkout. Save yourself 10%. They have nice sweatshirts.
It's almost not the time of the year for this one anymore. I'm going to be upset to tuck it away.
Yeah, T-shirts. You can get some of them tank tops. I know you.
Oh yeah, with this upcoming weight, loss, I might pop off on one of those.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. It's gonna be weird that there you go. This episode isn't gonna come out until like the end of April, and we're not drinking for the month of April because April is alcohol awareness month, and because that we feature a beer every week, we want to take the month off. So
just support the.
We want it to help support.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, no, it's a good reason.
Take a break.
Take a break.
I mean, I take
reset the liver. You're years ahead of us. This episode is also brought to you by Iconic Construction. Let Mike know what projects you got coming up. Siding, roofing, windows.
Now we're getting into the decks, patio season.
Landscape design.
Yeah.
You can put up your sheds.
Stuff. Yeah.
All that shit. Let him know you heard about it on podcast, and he might help you out somewhere. I'm not gonna say where, but he might help you out.
Just somewhere.
Just somewhere. This episode is also brought to you by our friends Barley and Hops. This week, I have something very different, and probably the first one that I've ever had.
You took a hard left on this.
I almost went harder, believe it or not.
You're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
There was a.
I'm up for new things. This
is
new.
new.
This is compared to what we're normally drinking.
So not bad for the last show episode of drinking for the month.
It's gonna make it, I think, a little bit easier.
Yeah, like, oh, thank God I don't have to do this.
I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
We sampled Founders Brewing Breakfast Stout, which is a double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout because our guest likes chocolate milk and requested chocolate milk, doesn't drink. So I'm like, fuck it. All right, I'm going to step out of our wheelhouse.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I know there's lots of chocolate stouts or porters. Let me see what I got. I almost went with this. It was like a mint chocolate stout, but it was like a 10.0. I'm like,
yeah, no.
I'm not ready for that. It was like an imperial stout. I'm like, I'm not ready for that. Let me baby steps. Let's was a baby step, stout. Right? But this one, I mean, this is again, other than like a Guinness, this is probably the first stout that I've had, and
I had this for lunch.
Yeah, I couldn't do this at lunch.
No.
You're struggling. Yeah, I can't do it. I mean, I'm gonna finish it, but slowly.
Very slowly. It's gonna take me all episode. Our guest this week is FalTac Unlimited's own Iggy Falcone.
You got it.
Fucking Batman villain.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like,
Falcone crime family. Yeah.
This is the first like real opportunity I've had to ask you. That is your real name, like
Iggy is my actually nickname.
Okay, so but Falcone is your last name.
Yeah, Falcone. That's why I wear it proudly on my neck.
That is got.
Yeah, it must be real if it's.
No.
How'd you get Iggy?
I'm actually named after my father.
Okay.
He passed away before I was born.
All right.
Yep.
Well, that's good reason to take on that
it's
name.
Less of a mouthful. So my first name's Ignacio.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll say I'll go with Iggy.
Yeah, we go with Iggy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like a Cooper. Isn't it like Cooper Kid? Bowser's kid in one of the Mario games, right? Iggy. Mario 3. Yeah.
That was his name?
Iggy, yeah.
I didn't know they had names. Okay.
I think it's the one. I think he's got blue hair and he's got the tooth, but I could be wrong. I know a game fact more than you.
We'll have to, I think you do.
Shit.
That is pretty.
Points right there. That's.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and think back here for a little while and see if I can even remember if they had names. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Koopa kids had names. You never watched the cartoon? I mean, it's kind of
no. No. Was that part of the Mario cartoon or a different cartoon?
Yeah, remember they had like the
I didn't watch
the
that.
guy. like the live action Mario Luigi, and they do their little dance, and then they
there's Iggy
put into a.
Then there's Iggy the
go
iguana.
into the cartoon, yeah. Right?
No, the Beanie Baby, Iggy the iguana.
Okay, I got you. I'll have to go back and check it out. We got some classics going through my house right now. The other day I walked in and the youngest is watching Pee-wee's Playhouse. Yep. And then Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and then caught her watching Voltron.
Did you go Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
No, not yet. No, not yet. She'll probably end up watching it
eventually with Luke Perry. Dude, I am probably more excited to talk to you than I think I've been to a guest in a while. No, it's interesting. I think we have different views on stuff, and I'm excited to.
Oh, we got gun debate today?
No, not so much. Not a debate, but it's more educational purposes, right?
All right. I can talk guns all day.
Because I'm on one. I'm not even one side. Like I'm just looking at the middle. I'm trying to educate myself, and the best way to do that is to talk to people that
ask questions. Absolutely, it's how you learn.
Do stuff. So I think like leading up to this, I'm just very excited. I mean, granted, there was also a school shooting, so it's like even more now.
Well, I was going to say that
conversation. You know what I mean? Like
it's kind of a
because you were booked before that happened, so it's like let me give you something to talk about.
It's kind of a hot topic right now, like the whole gun debate and then school safety and all that shit. So it's kind of perfect.
Yeah, as long as it's there's a difference where you're just name calling or yelling versus having a conversation and trying to educate yourself.
Nowadays.
Right.
We try to keep it that way here. So.
God, I can't yell at you.
So far we haven't hit each other with anything. So
okay, all right.
Or anybody else.
Well, that's only because in change.
We've had some differing views come through here.
Oh yeah. I think it's more just I've grown. I think we've grown a lot.
Oh yeah.
Where instead of relying on those tactics, it's let's have a conversation, man. I need to educate myself. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm plain and simple.
Oh, man, I've been dealing guns for 3 years now. Building guns for like 7. Oh.
You service?
No, actually. No.
Never.
No. I was one of those guys that met with recruiters out of high school. Then I landed a badass job building weapon systems for the military, electronic-wise. Oh, nice. And then I've been doing that for 10 years, ever since out of high school. Oh, nice. No training, just on-the-job training, and then just lasers, infrared, night vision, targeting systems, missile defense systems, and then just self-taught, everything else.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting. I've come to the opinion that I think everybody should serve 2 years.
Yeah.
I think there
if I could
should
go
be.
Back, I probably would.
Self too. I think there should be a mandatory 2-year service that you have to serve your country some way so that everybody would know what those people go through. You know what I mean? Like they're going over fighting, whether the top is bullshit or not, all the conspiracy theories aside, like the people that are actually on the ground sacrifice a lot.
I can tell you what though, if that actually happened, then there'd be a lot less shootings going on around here.
I think so, right? Like
my opinion on the whole thing is 2 years. He's right. I mean, you're gonna get in 2 years of just some sort of service to your country, whether it be the Peace Corps, military, whatever, reserves. Yep. 2 years of that, you're gonna get more experience.
You're still learning fundamentals, possibly traveling.
Yeah. I mean, you're like you said, you're traveling. You're learning how to live as an adult at that point, but responsibly. You're not just free to figure these things out on your own. You're kind of getting a strict guidance.
Yeah, you know how to make your bed. Yeah.
Well, but you're also seeing how the world works, and to steal Daniel Tosh's line, then you'd realize that your ranch dressing just isn't that fucking important.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's bigger things in this
world. See how other people live. How good you have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and I think that's what you need. Like,
I mean, it's not even a radical idea. We've talked about it before. There are plenty of other countries who do there's some sort of mandatory.
A few countries, mandatory, a few years.
And they're not in despair for it. So
I mean, even like the Swiss. Like, if you look at how they set up and how you have to serve, and then at the end you're either issued your gun, what they require for it. Like
I believe you have to own a gun too.
It fucking hurts, right?
No, it actually that was smoother than the last sip.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, they do drink stouts warmer. Yeah, right. Because Guinness, if you go to Ireland, not that Iggy knows you want that chocolate milk though. Just let me know.
Speaking of, I need a refill.
Yeah, I get it. You want us to just get the pipeline from the cow?
As well.
Syrup mixing.
My shit right here.
Just keep it right with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it right here. You kidding me? Give me a Powerade nipple. I'll put it right on the
We got
bottle.
a crazy straw somewhere, right? Just pop that thing in there.
Yeah.
No, I fucking hate straws in this house. Only because, right,
You're
they
anti-straw.
oh, I fucking hate straws. The kids play with them.
We're gonna get
They
into
break
this
all the
deeper.
time, and then when they're fucking around at the table and they turn and just their arm catches,
And it
the
catches
straw,
it and flings it.
there it goes. Fuck straws. Fucking hate straws.
I don't want to derail you.
I
though.
hate straws.
Then they're chewing on it.
Right?
Yeah, that my son just started doing that the other day, and I was just looking at him like, dude.
How old's your son?
10.
10.
10.
I got a
You don't want to
4-year-old
mess
little girl.
with him, man.
Yeah, I got a 6. I saw your little picture today. It's cute.
Yeah.
You know, for being like you and Chad surprised me more so for being what I would call savage people, not in like a savages, but somebody being hard up for your convictions and your beliefs, like the soft side that you. Or the vulnerable side that you throw out there. I was like,
dude, I'll go
shit,
out in my
man,
full
like,
SWAT gear, and
like,
then I'll come back and have a tea party with my daughter.
Yeah.
like it's an amazing thing. I think that's
awesome.
that's part of the reason why. Like the more I learn about you as far as like social media, it's like shit, man. I'm getting like
I
excited.
post
for this
a lot of shit,
conversation.
so you're gonna learn
Yeah,
a lot.
you do. I still think, dude, my favorite, which we can get into, with your company FalTac, like the holsters are amazing looking.
I appreciate it.
I don't know what other ones look like, but I know like what I've seen from you, like those things look legit as shit. And obviously, just from talking with you about the jobs that you're getting, then must be doing something right. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you're not just fucking around.
I get like 5 orders a day minimum now.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and I'm only a year and a half old.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Is there a challenge that you just someone gave you that you? Okay,
You know,
two-part. Have you given up on an order that somebody wanted, or have you figured everything out and there's just one that you just?
Well, I very rarely say no. Very rarely.
rarely.
But there are times when someone just has something just so idiotic that I'm just, no. They make that out of something else. Go do it, like a shotgun scabbard.
I'm pretty sure I saw you said something about a tampon.
Yeah, I
holster?
call it the bloody buddy.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you put it in whichever hole's bleeding.
yeah,
Shit.
you can find that at.
At FalTac Unlimited, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it was blood red. You know, I actually have an order for one that holds 3 tampons.
My follow-up question now, because
In case you get hit up 3 times.
how many of those have you sold?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a joke. So the girl that ordered it for her boyfriend because he was being a little bitch. So we made it as a joke, and it ended up like I posted it, and joke came to reality, and 2 girls were like, "Oh my god, I need this." One of them's in Texas, so I shipped it to her, and yeah, it's just
That's awesome.
it's a joke that's making money,
That's awesome.
and it's out of scrap.
Now, is that the
shit.
weirdest thing you've ever made? Like just fucking around, or?
Yeah, I'd say that'd be the weirdest item was a tampon.
I like the
Yeah.
dip holder.
The dip can is very popular.
Yeah.
Is it dip
Very-
can?
Yeah.
Oh, like dip,
Like dip tobacco,
not like
yeah.
dip.
Yeah.
No, no.
Okay.
Fucking, I got
wasn't
my
sure.
queso and my guac right here. What's up? We go to a party.
But I got baby bottle holsters,
That's
beer
cr-
bottle holsters.
that's
I'm
cool.
actually working on a couple where it's like a wine glass holder for the tub.
Oh, nice.
So it'll have suction cups on it. You just plop the cup right on there.
Damn,
I got a lot of ideas, and I got a lot of stuff that's going to come out for 2018.
that's
Dude,
awesome.
that's fucking cool shit. So as far as like training, you go through like any tactical training.
I do a
'Cause
lot of
there-
tactical training.
Yeah, because
Yep.
there was a picture where you were fucking holy Christ, like you were going to war right now.
That was Black
holy
Lives
shit,
Matter
dude.
on Elm Street in Manchester. So the way that came
I didn't know
about
they
is
had one here.
yeah,
That was the day
I think
after-
there's like 5 of them here. But
That was the day after someone like mumbled they were taking the gun. So
well, 5 cops were killed in Texas. So we found out that there was going to be a Black Lives Matter rally up here, which we don't have that problem down the south.
Yeah.
So
right.
when we found that out, we contacted the police department and we're like, look, we're going to have 1 guy per cop that you have out there because they're not allowed out in riot gear. We are because we're considered a counter protest. So when we went out there, we would literally ARs, suppressors. I personally had a grenade launcher on me because, well, I have it, so why not? And yeah, no joke. So
'Cause, yeah.
like the officer actually pulled up to me, the lieutenant, and he was like, is that thing loaded? Yeah, of course it is. I'm not
It's
gonna have
no
it out
good
here.
if it's not.
Right? And he looks at me, he's like, how many rounds do you have on you? I'm like, what caliber? So I had 500 rounds of .223 and I had 200 rounds of .45.
It was a light day.
Yeah, it was a light day. I had 3 smoke grenades, 1 bird bomb, A couple sets of handcuffs and then restraints just in case.
How much did you weigh that day?
I weigh 220 myself, and my gear fully loaded is about 110 pounds.
Damn.
And it was over 100 degrees that day.
Ooh.
Damn.
So it was about 5 hours in the sun.
Now that's the picture that you had on your Instagram recently, right?
Yeah.
That you reposted, I think.
Yeah, it was a repost.
Damn.
Yeah, I switched back and forth.
Fuck. I used to live in Manchester. Fuck Manchester.
Well, I'll run around in that.
Just like.
Yeah, you gotta train.
Just
train as you fight.
Just run down to Chipotle, grab.
No, I'll run around my shop actually. Yeah, I'll run around the shop. I'll fully load up and I'll just go for a run.
So you mean exercise-wise, not just to run out to the grocery store?
Oh no, no. I'm not gonna lie. I've walked into Hannaford's like that before.
People must just look at you like.
No, actually, I get a lot of people that will like come and thank me. Hey, thank you for, supporting your Second Amendment or actively doing it or whatnot, and we're. Like the recruitment center. That's when the crew got together.
Yeah.
And we guarded the recruitment center until they changed the law saying that they could have guns now. And
well, you're not going to boo somebody in a getup like that. So.
Yeah, no, but tell you what, if I was homeless, I'm going to stand on the corner, pretend I'm protecting something, and then there's people just give you free food, free drinks,
Did you see about, was it Michigan? The guy that was running for senator, I forget his name. He wants to give the homeless, he wants to raise money to give the homeless 12-gauge shotguns because they face a lot of criminals coming to fuck with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's his.
The city was looking to raise money for the homeless to have firearms because it's dangerous for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we
that
could
makes
just,
sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, or use that money to get them off the street. Would probably be a better suggestion. Rehab programs if they need it.
Into education, so we don't have another generation of them living down there.
Now, how many of these guys are vets?
That I don't know. They didn't go too far into that. But I agree. Like they shouldn't be on the street no matter what, unless it's. I mean, you can only help somebody so much, and if they're not working to help themselves, then they're gonna end up there. Then I'm still not gonna give him a fucking firearm.
Yeah, we don't know people.
You know what I mean? Like
there was a state that was looking into that option.
Yeah, Michigan.
Taking homeless vets and vets that are unemployed and using them as armed security, like they would at a bank.
Banks, schools.
Yeah, schools, yeah. And that way it's...
Give them a janitorial position.
Yeah.
Keep a gun locker
and they're able to access guns and they take shifts and stuff. There was a whole plan laid out for it.
Oh, absolutely.
I guess, that's... I've never heard about it put it that way. Like, give him another job, but then keep something on premise. As opposed to when... I think what people view, because other people aren't putting it out in such a way, what people view when you say, let's put armed security, they picture... two guys standing at the door while your kids
or Paul Blart
are walking
one of those
in.
two.
Yeah, right. yeah. You know what I mean? While they're walking in, and I mean, I can admit, like, you know what? No, I don't want some guy standing there with a fucking an AR or anything just while my kid's walking in, like fearing that something can go down. They shouldn't go to place worrying that they have. But
I have something on that. Like when I'm out there in public and I have my AR-15 or my AK-47 or any black rifle for that matter, it's the kids are always like, "Look, Daddy, that's cool," or "Look, Mommy, look at him, look at the police officer," or something like that. And the moms or the parents are like, "No, don't look at him," or "Don't give him attention."
Don't make eye contact. He has guns.
Yeah, it's like the parents are more afraid. And I've had some instances where parents would actually grab their kids, run away, and the next thing I know is I'm surrounded by police officers, and they're like, "What's going on?" And I'm, nothing.
Just standing here.
Yeah, And that was I just had a sidearm on me. I just had a sidearm. I really wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I have a friend that works at SIG. He carries everywhere. I'm like he'll put it down when we drive to like the store to go get beer, and then he's like, "Gotta go in." Bro, we're in the middle of Greenville.
Yeah, and
you got nothing.
He hooks that thing up in the shower, just hangs it right on a special hook.
There's a photo on my Instagram of me with a grenade launcher in the shower.
Well, you know what? That's the worst place for you to be when someone breaks into your house. So you don't want to be in the shower when someone breaks in your house. I mean, I went to a school when I was a kid. My early years of high school, they had metal detectors, and a couple days a week they had police that were there all day long.
I get.
But that's a strain on like the municipal funds. Like the cops shouldn't have to go there. You can hire private security, and the school board can pay for it or someone else. But
that's what volunteer.
That's where I mean, as far as New Hampshire's concerned, there's property tax right there.
Shit, when I came
unless you're, I mean, you could probably put part of the lotto tax. But that's why you should. I think New Hampshire's due for some other tax other than property.
Medical marijuana tax. The money they make off that already. They just instituted medical marijuana here, so use that tax to help fund.
Use that tax
and other states that are doing
it. Just legalize it federally.
Fix the roads. You use that.
Yeah.
We'll call it Operation Pothole.
Oh my God, I was driving in Vermont last weekend and worst roads.
It's actually not. It's getting better as it goes.
I told you.
Because you're getting used to it.
Yeah.
Mine's still the same.
I bet.
Yeah, but I turned out just fine. I mean, we had metal detectors. You had to go through 2 of them, and a wanding, and there was armed police.
Hey, I got my ass whooped when I was a kid. If I was out of line, I'm fine.
Hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, right.
You know, an ass whooping will make you stronger.
Or just learn how to fucking fight, man. Like that's what it is.
Well,
like
you need the experience. You need to take an ass whooping once.
I think
or twice
everybody
to learn
should
how
just
to
get
fight.
punched in the face once.
Oh yeah.
By what age?
Debatable.
I think
it depends on who's doing the punching.
See, at the same time, I think you should get it maybe every so often, though, right? Because you might forget.
Yeah.
Right? Because I remember fighting as a kid. Me and this kid TJ, when I lived out in Nevada, used to fight at the bus stop every day, just to fight. Like we were friends, but it was more just to fight who could punch who in the face first. Yeah.
This was what, 70s? No, I'm just kidding.
No, probably 88.
That's me, the 70s.
Making fun of the gray shit. Fuck you.
Hey, just I was born 1990, just so you know.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm 28.
Wow.
God.
Good for you.
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Not really.
1990, man.
Holy Christ.
I know.
I am 10 years older than you.
It made me lose my chocolate milk.
I'm not quite that much, but close.
9, dude. What are you? You're splitting fucking
And a
hairs
half.
at this point. Get the half. Your birthday's
8
fucking 2 months.
It is, and I'll be turning
38 because I
7. I was born 81.
Oh, I turned 38 this year.
Yeah.
It's 2018,
See, I just
so I
turned
just go 38.
9 years. What the fuck?
It's easy at 90.
Billy, I was born 20 years before you.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
And you look better than him, too.
That is a fair assessment.
He's almost got more facial hair, and he just grew his.
Yeah, he started at noon today.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the 3%? Is there anything off limits with you?
There's nothing off limits with me, really.
If it's off limits, don't worry, he can edit it out.
No, it's cool. You name it. We'll
What
talk about it.
is it?
What is it? It's the 3% of the population that'll stick up against tyranny. Yeah, survive. Yeah.
My brother's in it.
Yeah, it's a huge, it's a growing movement.
yeah, it
It's to stop tyrannical acts and follow the Constitution and just get corrupt government out.
Basically, the militia that's in the Constitution that they
Yeah.
talk about, even if the government.
Yep. But it's not always about firearms and protecting things. Like our crew went down to Florida. They went down to Louisiana after the floods. We brought down 4 or 5 trailers worth. We've had catastrophic failure, but we had other 3% crews come up and actually saved us. And then we ended up meeting pretty much family down there. And it was actually definitely a good living experience. But seeing the devastation after the floods and the hurricanes is just disgusting. You just kind of see how we don't have that up here. We don't have that issue. But
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, the first thing that floods is the sewer system. So you're talking, when we were in Florida, it's also 110 degrees. We're in Everglades City. And we had one guy who was, I think he was like 80-something years old. Guy was married for 71 years. His wife just died. He had the house alone, and there was shit literally 4 feet up his wall. All the floorboards had to be ripped out. They wanted to condemn his house, but we ended up ripping up all the floors, cleaned out everything, and then his house was saved.
Nice.
So, yeah, they were going to give him like $80,000 for his house and tell him to move on.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a hit, especially at that age. You can't just you're not just gonna move on.
He's been in that same house his whole life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Other than the military.
Yeah.
So it's structured like what the fuck is that? Like Mason? Like you guys have like a certain thing that you have to follow.
It's like a civilian military world type of thing. Like there's ranks that a lot of people do, or there's code of conduct, and just don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Pretty much what it is, yeah.
It's like civil defense, only with guns.
Here.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with it.
I had actually just heard about that a few years ago. The 3% thing. I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
I just learned about it this year, like following you. Seriously, that's exactly what I'm learning.
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, what's this? But at the same time, because I think what some people fear, I'm not gonna say myself because again I don't know enough, but is that you have those people that are militia that probably shouldn't be. Intentions are there, or at least that's the stereotype of what they portray, is that they're a little off kilter people that either didn't make it in the military or whatever service, but still want to play G.I. Joe at home, and that's what gets spread. Propaganda is used on all sides to misrepresent something. So unless
I mean, that's a fair assessment. I mean, you can be worried about the kooks, yeah, but
well, there are those kooks.
There are
on all sides.
I think we've identified most of them on Doomsday Preppers.
Guy,
so
yeah, I mean, where you have this guy, you have this one that's also way the fuck out here on
those
both,
radical
on both
guys.
sides.
We have those odd people. Like I went to Five Guys the other day with a friend of mine, and she's wearing her. I made a thigh rig for her, so she's open carrying right here, and guy's just like, nice gun. And thanks. Anyway, I'd like a burger. He goes, I can't carry. Cool. Can I have my order? And it's, I just beat somebody. I mean, I'm 6 foot something. I'll just smack him. And we're like, we want a double cheeseburger.
Look, I'm not looking for confrontation.
Yeah, it's those awkward people. You're just like, okay, bye. Have a good one.
I see you got a gun. Want to fight?
I got a lot of guns. I got a few toys.
What's your favorite?
Oh, you can't do that.
That's like choosing kids. I know. I've been
with,
waiting this whole time to ask
with
you.
What I own or like my dream rifles type of thing.
I'll take a little bit of both. Give me your dream
okay.
rifle and then give me your favorite one to fire.
All right. My dream rifle is the Vulcan M134 minigun. Yeah, it goes for about $120,000. It's 6 rotational barrels, and it does about 6,000 rounds a minute, 4,000 to 6,000 rounds, and you're talking 78 cents to $1.10 per round. So up to $6,000 a minute to run it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll own one someday, but I'll be shooting one this year. After that would be the Barrett M102 50 cal sniper rifle. You know, I'll be picking up one of those. They're $12,000, but because I'm a dealer, I get it for like $7,000 or $8,000. So that's on the list. But out of my personal ones, I have my Dream pistol, which is an FNX 45 tactical, completely ambidextrous, 15+1 capacity, highest capacity 45 on the market. Absolutely love it. And then for my rifle, I have a 10.5-inch SBR AR-15 that's suppressed with a grenade launcher. So that's
with the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
options, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I've mounted that grenade launcher on my shotgun before, so you could pump your pump while pumping your pump. So
And getting the boom boom. So
Call it Mr. Boomstick.
So the 50 cal, where
50 cal.
Where do you go and fire that?
Wherever
the
I want. You have a 50.
Right, but where can you just fire off like a Barrett?
I have access to personal ranges.
Okay.
And
how much
property.
space do you need for something like that?
You don't want to shoot up close. No, it'll ricochet.
Yeah, I figured that much.
But I mean,
Jesus.
you're
Or
talking
blow a
something
hole in something.
At 1 mile away, a 50 caliber round will hit with 23,000 foot-pounds per square inch, which is more than a 44 Magnum at point blank.
Wow.
So, with the 50 cal round, you want to be like 800 yards or more.
Shit.
Yeah, which we have access to where we go.
That
It's
sounds like
pretty
a lot
nuts.
of fun.
Yeah. You see that dot? I'm gonna hit that dot. Type of thing.
Oh.
Way in the distance.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I mean, we'll shoot 500 yards with our ARs, and we'll just pull the trigger and just 4 seconds, pa-ting, on a steel target that's the size of a human.
Oh shit.
Well, you can actually, on a hot day, you can actually see the trajectory of the bullet.
No shit.
What's the craziest thing you've ever fired? I'm talking go out the box, like bazooka, RPG, some shit like that, just for fun somewhere.
Fully automatic Glock 19. I would say that would probably
Holy
be
Christ.
a crazy thing. You're talking 32 rounds in like 3 seconds.
How was the kick on that?
Shit.
Listen, I got a video if you want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I missed.
That thing's actually it's pretty
You
controllable.
fire low and then you just go
But I
straight
mean, I
up it.
fired fully automatic AR-15s, AK-47s, full auto MPX, full auto Glock 19. I've done 50 cals.
What age did this love for weapons come
I'm
at?
pretty sure I came out with a Derringer. But I shot my first gun at 7, and it was a 12 gauge shotgun. And after that,
Got up and then after that.
No, I just kept shooting. I used to shoot 22 with my dad all the time. And then, my father got me into it, but he's not like I am. I was always interested in guns. I was kind of designing some and building some up. And then when I turned 18, I'm like, So I had a shot of, I think it was whiskey. I think it was the most disgusting thing. And of course I had it with chocolate milk after. Oh, yeah. Right. But I went out and I bought...
It probably tastes something similar to this.
Yeah. But I bought an AR-15 the day I turned 18. And then the day I turned 21, I bought my first handgun. And then that year, so I turned 21 in 2011. So that was, I'm sorry, not 2011.
You know, that's 12 years after I graduated.
But I spent $14,000 the first year on guns, and then I sold those, bought cars, and then I sold the cars and bought more guns. But I actually would say that I had a 24 karat gold Desert Eagle. I used to carry it on my right leg, and then I had a black one on my left leg. I named them Click and Clack. I love those things. Here's the Glock. That's 32 rounds in that magazine.
Oh, shit, son. Oh. Right? Because you got it, right, though? Because you're like...
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What's the shit feel like? All right, there it is.
Yeah, you just gotta get a feel for it before you just jump into it.
That's awesome.
You know.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have any specific brands that you like more than others that you've played with?
Ones that fire pretty much, right?
Like...
Spikes Tactical is my favorite for ARs. Definitely Spikes Tactical. I think they're the easiest to build and work with, and they just look phenomenal. Handgun wise, everybody likes Glocks. I'm not a Glock fan unless it's full auto, but I do like my FN. I think FN has a pretty good variety of weapons that are available. Oh yeah, because I'm a Class 7 dealer, so I could purchase stuff you can't. I could have machine guns, full autos, explosives. I could do things that other people wish they can.
Yeah.
So.
That's fucking neat.
I'll have to take you out.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Blow some shit up. I had
sounds like fun.
I went to training in
pull that wire up. Sorry.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you should be able to tuck it on the back just so that way you're not rubbing it.
Went to Pennsylvania and I brought 14 pounds of binary explosives, and we're shooting on a guy's property. We set it up on a berm, shot it, went off. Okay, big hole in the ground now. And all of a sudden, a guy drove up. What the fuck was that? What? All his goats passed out. He had,
He had fainting goats.
He had 17 of them. All of them just fell over. They just passed out. It was fantastic. That would probably be the coolest thing I've ever done.
Did I kill him?
That'd have been a great video, dude.
Right?
It's American.
I have a video of the explosive, but I don't have a video of the goats.
Damn, dude, that's the $100,000 winner. America's Funniest Video season finale.
All of them, same time, just done.
Boom.
Damn. I try to recreate that shit.
Probably could.
I do want to say thanks too for helping us out with the beard competition.
I like looking like a child molester, for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that was brutal, man.
Yeah, I only had it lasted a week, but yeah, it was pretty brutal. Although the week, so the first 3 days were definitely like child molester, and then the next probably half of that
stay away from schools
for 2 weeks. Up to 2 weeks were like just the lazy man beard, where you just look like some kid that just you're
homeless
fucking lazy.
guy.
Get up and shave or something. Stop being a dick.
That was week like 3 and 4 for you guys. I just hit that stage. The lazy man thing.
I'm a little better.
It is.
Hey,
so
I'm
nice.
still in last, actually, I think.
No.
I'm tied for last, aren't I?
No, look at me.
Oh, I think he's talking.
Oh, you're talking about votes?
Yeah, votes for
Yeah.
veterans count. I even put out a post on FalTac. I'll give you 15% off your order.
Yeah, dude. Like you gotta. I mean that was one of the things. First, like finding 15 people to do it. That was a little tough task.
Oh, Chad
like,
knows.
I'm glad.
I'm down for any charities. Like I can't tell you how many companies that I've donated to this year for.
Yeah, I've seen like
anything,
again since running into you. I think you and Brandon from BCK Knives work together on some shit. Like
I do all of his knives now.
He makes a lot.
That's
for
awesome.
sheets.
Yeah. No, I liked having him on. Like it was fun to talk to. Again, it's just that different dynamic of.
Oh, you network with a lot of people in my world.
Right.
Yeah. Firearms, holsters. Like I used to build cars. I got out of that because the car world sucks. It's just some Puerto Rican revving his Honda and saying, "Oh, your car's a piece of shit," or "Buy this rim, buy that rim." It's just, well, you're not paying for it. So, like me, I'm putting a belt-fed 308 on the roof of my Hummer, so just because I can. That's me in the car world.
The
now,
little Hummer or the big?
I got the little Hummer.
Yeah, you get
I got H3, a little 5-cylinder.
You can put the thing right on top of that.
Yeah, I'm actually I build robots for a living, so I'm doing a joystick operated, so you could sit inside the cab in the driver's seat. The visor is going to be the TV, and then there's just going to be a night vision camera behind an optic on top of the Browning 1919 A1. And wherever the joystick goes is where the rifle will go, and you'll be able to see what it sees.
Fuck with people. Someone honk at you at a green light as soon as it turned green.
Just turn it around. Yeah.
Oh, you have a speaker system too, right?
Yeah, I got a PA system.
Can you have an issue or something? I
honk
missed
your
it.
horn again.
Yeah, I got strobe lights, sirens. I got the works on that thing.
Do you run into trouble with those?
The siren?
The lights and sirens on it?
No. I mean, I play around sometimes, but I'm not an idiot or an asshole with it. You know. I remember when I went down to D.C. to do security at the Capitol building. There was a guy blocking the intersection, and there's a sign in front of him that says "Do not block intersection." Get out of the way, asshole! You know, we'll just have fun. Or I'll mess with people. You know, like I was sitting next to a guy in a blue SRT. He's just sitting there, you know, a young kid in his little neon. Nice car, bro. And I have tinted windows, so you can't see in whatsoever. I have 5% on the fronts, and he's just looking around. What the fuck was that? Right? And his girlfriend looks, or whatever it was in the passenger seat. I'm like, caught your girl looking. You know, like, I'll mess with people. I love it. You can't see in the car whatsoever.
That's amazing.
Or like some, you know, you got the people doing landscaping. You're doing a wonderful job as you're driving by.
At least you're complimenting. You know what I mean? Like, at least you're being a nice guy, but you're not like talking shit, dude.
Driving by golf courses, yelling for.
All right, when I first put it in, I was going by and I was driving down South Willow Street near Taco Bell, and this group of rather large women were walking by, and of course. Light turns green. I'm starting to go by. They're still in the middle of the road, and I hit one of the buzzers. I have never seen a large woman jump so high in my life. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
See, what you need is you just need cameras on all sides so you can
record
that shit. I'm telling you.
I'm actually working on night vision cameras all the way around the truck. Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
that would make for great like compilation videos on YouTube.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. Yeah. Me and the
just
company,
doing shit like that.
We're gonna be doing a lot of videos this year with you know, all the political shit that's going on, but also a lot of like, for example, I'm doing a video of pretty much the difference between a girl with a rape whistle and then a girl with a handgun.
Yeah.
Who's gonna survive? So I'm gonna be doing shit like that. Or
do you have a
gun-free
YouTube
zones.
channel?
I don't, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do one anymore because they're starting to crack down on gun videos.
Are all the videos that I've seen of yours? Those are all on.
That's
Instagram,
all on my
right?
Facebook. That's my Facebook or Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even that they pull it down. You'll still be able to play it, depending on what it is. You just won't get paid for it. And that's been part of the problem. Like,
they're demonetizing it.
I don't do videos to look for money.
Right.
You know,
like they're not gonna flag it and take it down. They just
money
say
comes and goes. It goes out just as fast as it comes in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but if like a lot of the videos now, depending on your view on YouTube, like if you're a more conservative view, they just demonetize you. And some of those people, like Steven Crowder or Jordan Peterson isn't right wing, but the left is eating itself right now. As far as like
David Hogg.
their political correctness is even overboarding, where you got to have communication and talk with people. You can't just go, "Fuck you! This is my thing. Yep. We're doing our thing.
Like I would
your thing."
love
like you
to have a discussion with someone about, okay, civilians shouldn't own the AR-15 or the M16. Well, civilians can own an M16. Well, they can, but it's going to be about $20,000 if you want it. And it's also 8 months.
I want to ask you a question first.
I want to answer your question.
Why? Because I realized it a couple seconds ago. Did you say that you bought a handgun at 21? Why do you have to be older to buy a handgun?
Because you can conceal it.
That's the only reason?
Yeah.
Because you can carry it and conceal it.
Yeah.
Huh. But you can buy an.
Oh, you didn't know that one?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
you can
no,
buy
that one I knew.
You can buy a rifle and rifle ammunition at 18. They won't give you like 9mm rounds. Even if you have a 9mm rifle, because it's mainly for a pistol, they won't sell you ammunition if you're under 21.
All right. See, I knew you couldn't get a concealed license until you were 21.
Wrong.
You can?
I actually got my concealed license at 18, and New Hampshire is a just shall issue state, but there's no law saying that you can't get it at any time. It's up to the police department. So I actually know a girl who's an NRA instructor. She's 17 years old, and she has her concealed carry license. Okay. Now, if you are in New Hampshire...
But she can't buy a handgun.
No, but she could get gifted one.
Okay. So somebody can give her one.
Her parent. It has to be a parent or legal guardian. It can't be anybody else. Like, I can't walk over and be like, you want a gun? I'll give you a gun. Type of thing, you know. But if you can open carry at 18 without your license, and to conceal, you have to have your license. Even though New Hampshire is an open carry state, you need your license to conceal if under 21.
Okay.
Now, our New Hampshire license is good in like 33 other states, but Vermont and Maine, you don't need a license because they're all constitutional carry. So we could just go state to state. It doesn't matter. But as soon as you get to Massachusetts, it's a felony.
To carry it.
To carry, yeah. Actually, even crossing into Massachusetts, if it's in your trunk, it's still a felony. Yeah, they'll put you away for it. I had a buddy that just went to jail for 1.5 years for it.
It's stupid.
Oh,
just driving into the state.
I mean, yeah. It's almost like trafficking.
You can only, it's trafficking. Yeah, or transporting or whatever they want to call it. But yeah, if you are, the only way you could drive into another state is it has to be for a shooting event, a lawful shooting event. And the gun has to be legal in that state.
Okay. See, I was going to say that. What if you're going to a shooting competition or something like that?
But the gun still has to be legal in that state. So Massachusetts banned AR-15s and like firearms. So you can't, even if you're driving through with federal transport laws, states that you could go from state to state with your AR-15 or semi-automatic rifle in the back, as long as it's unloaded, locked up, and the ammunition is separate, it has to be in the cargo area. So if I'm going, like when we went to Florida, from New Hampshire to Florida, Florida accepts AR-15s. So we can't get off the highway. We have to stay on the interstates. So if you veer off, then it's a felony because that doesn't fall under federal transport laws. But if you stay on, and continue going, that's perfectly fine. But if you're in Massachusetts, still on the highway, and you get pulled over and they want to search your vehicle, and they find an AR-15, you're gone. Year and a half,
crazy.
right then.
And they're the only state?
New York will do it too.
Oh, really?
New York, yeah. We got a few commie states before you get down in the clear. Once you hit Virginia, you're good.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
so when we went to Louisiana, we all brought our handguns.
Well, it makes sense once you hit Virginia, you're good.
Yeah.
Well, when we went down to Louisiana and Texas and Florida, there was so many people that obviously they lost everything. So when we went down there, we actually had to do security details to make sure people weren't stealing our trailers, or like this guy's been waiting to get something, make sure he comes in, but we didn't want people stealing our stuff, or so we had a lot of firepower down there when we went down there, and it was just everywhere we go. We were in one area in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The guy's like, you might want to leave. I'm like, why? They're like, because you're white. You're white and you have trailers. You might want to leave.
Jesus.
They're like, they'll carjack you and leave you for dead. They'll try. Oh, please do.
Good luck.
I'm wishing a motherfucker would.
Good luck.
Some people hope. I wish a motherfucker would.
2 in the chest, 1 in the head, double tap. I can't tell you how many thousands and thousands of rounds I've gone through with just mag changes. Like, I could shoot and mag change, and you can't even tell that I stopped shooting.
Jesus.
Type of thing.
I
just right?
No, but that's good though, because it shows that at least you're training with it. You know what I mean? Like you're not
absolutely.
just some asshole. Like I think there are those people that I just get them to get them because what if the government ain't taking my shit?
Oh, people that have a $5,000.
I absolutely hate that statement right there when people say the government ain't gonna take my guns. I hate when people say that. Nobody's trying to take the guns.
That's not even it. If they want your shit.
If they wanted it, they come and take it.
Deep and come get it.
Sure
yeah, they'll come and take it.
I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna stop them no matter what you got, unless you're a class 7 dealer and have shit that I can't get.
Plenty.
But you know what I mean? Like, but unless you have access to get stuff that the average citizen can't, your little shit ain't gonna do shit, bro. Like I don't know. They got tanks, man.
Pew.
You want 120 millimeter anti-tank? I mean, what do you want?
Yeah, I'll go
you want 20 millimeter? Anzo, I get you one of them. Yeah. I mean, M60, 10 grand.
That's not that bad.
That's not, no. My buddy's got 10 of them.
Jesus.
He's got a lot of money.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Mm-hmm.
You look confused.
Why? What? No, I'm not confused. Why the holsters?
So
what?
Okay, so I don't sleep. So I like to stay busy. So I got a second job working for Granite State Guns and Survival, and they're in Londonderry. And before they closed their doors, I was their armorer and whatnot. And we went through another guy that did custom holsters up in Rochester. And what it would do is they put an order in, and they didn't get it in the time that they wanted it. So he's like, I really wish someone would make holsters closer. So I was like, I like learning things new every year. So like one year I just learned how to tint windows, then rebuild motors, and then just learn everything. So a couple years ago was let me learn holsters. So he's like, I'll give you this amount of money, make me this many holsters for these 10 handguns. So it took me about 2 months to kind of figure out everything because I went in blind. Made them, sold them to him, and they all flew off the shelf. So he's like, yeah, make more, and then more. And then he's like, all right, tell you what, you need a business name. So then I registered a business name because it took me like 3 months to figure out what to call it. And then it just kind of grew from there. So it's now this store. Hey, this store wants them. Now this store. So I'm in like 13 stores now across just New Hampshire.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah,
good for you.
You are not the average millennial, sir.
How
do you?
I work for a living. Okay, when people are like, okay, I just worked 46 hours this week. I'm like, what do you do after Tuesday? I literally work 20 hours a day. 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. is what I work.
Damn.
Yeah. So what do you do? Like, Wednesday I'm on overtime.
How do you find time to train?
Your boss must hate you.
I make time. My boss loves me, actually. And plus, I'm my own boss, so I love myself.
That's kind of what I was getting at. I'm paying this motherfucker.
No, actually, my boss at my other job knows that I'll never say no. He can count on me. He just gives me a task and I go do it. So I've been there 10 years. I have their trust. So
that's awesome.
You know, they pretty much allow me to do, like, come in when I want, leave when I want, as long as I do the hours, you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Good for you. That's very interesting.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Well, there was being a podcast as our business, if not or whatnot, part of groups on Facebook, as I'm sure you're part of certain groups that align with
you have no idea.
your work. Yeah. So one of the questions in one of the groups was like, I'm looking for new podcasts that talk about millennials, like doing stuff. So I mentioned this guy Chris Williams, that's high level wisdom for the new generation or the next generation. And it's all about talking about millennials, more so in the corporate world than like self-employment from the ones
hold
I've
on, let
listened
me answer
to.
my phone real quick. I don't care what you have to say. You know, I come first before the customer. No.
But then so I put his name up, like, because I enjoy his podcast, and then the guy below me was like, "Do millennials even work?" And it's like, really, like, do you talk to any? Because I mean, there are some that do.
You know, I used to have a real like
hatred for being called millennial because you're a millennial.
I've never been called a millennial.
Not hatred for being called a millennial because I'm not a millennial.
Well, sir, that's probably because you look 10 years older than you are.
Oh, I'll take that as a compliment. Actually, it's the stress. It's 20 hours a week. Or 20 hours a day. That's what it is.
The never sleeping. Yeah, I can understand.
Well,
that.
sometimes when I sneeze, I close my eyes.
Oh, okay.
You know, so
that's catnap.
That's it.
No, I used to have that, like, a couple years ago, I had that same view of millennials. These fucking whiny baby, like,
they just want everything
sit on their
to them.
ass, everything.
Yeah. Participation trophy.
I'm starting to see that there are some out there who are on their grind just in a different way. Like, they're not...
Sitting on mama's couch is not on your grind.
Well, no. Well, I'm talking these dudes who are developing shit, like... working with the government, with private corporations at 18, 19, 20 years old because they dedicated their childhood to robotics or whatever it is. Like, there's a ton of them out there, and I'm just starting to see them now because they're all getting out of that whiny baby high school stage, and they're starting to get out in the world and do things. So, I mean, I still think a lot of them are whiny babies that they need everything handed to them, but there's more and more of them that I'm seeing come out.
See, I try to motivate people just... Like I'll do motivational Mondays. I did them for a long time, and then I stopped for a little bit, and then I just got back into them. And I will tell you, if you don't know what to do with your life, go on YouTube and just watch video after video after video. As soon as you find the thing that makes your hair stand up, that's what you need to do with your life. So with me, it's always been firearms. So it's like, okay, I got to do something with firearms. Let me get my FFL. Let me get this. So now I'm doing police department stuff. I'm working on machine guns. I'm building. Pretty much, if I meet somebody and they're like, "What do you do for work?" I'm like, "I build things that kill people."
So.
You know,
done.
So yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. You know, and then like my family works for the mafia. Like, what else you want to know? So my family worked for Gotti.
Oh shit!
Yeah, wow. Yeah, they ran cars from Mass to New York.
Damn.
Yep.
And they fought Batman.
Yeah, Falcone crime family ran with the Gambinos.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I learned all that in high school. I was doing a project on the Gambino crime family. I saw pictures of my family. So I'm like, all right.
What?
So I called my grandmother. I'm like, hey, did Dad work for Gotti? She goes, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Hung up the phone. And then that's when I learned about money laundering and all that stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. So
Don't ever call here again.
You know, I have so many businesses in the family, and then I just so happen to open one. You know, so Modern Pastry, North End Boston. That's my cousin.
Yeah, I saw the cannolis.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, the cannolis. Oh,
they look tasty.
Oh, they were good. Oh, they were good.
I was like, oh shit. All right.
Oh yeah, they'll make your nipples hard.
Fucking jot that address down.
Yep.
I'm not drinking. You got to substitute that somehow.
I can't.
I'll bring cannolis next time. How's that?
There you go.
Just don't bring it during April because I made this big stand about how I'm not going to fill in.
You watching your girlish figure?
Nah, because we're quitting. Okay, so we have this little thing, right? So a lot of what I got is water weight or beer weight. So I told him,
weight.
I had mentioned to him that because when we first started talking about the no alcohol for the month of April.
Man, I've been doing that for 28 years.
I was like, oh, I'm all in. Yeah, I can tell.
It's chocolate milk,
man. So I had told him, I was like, I didn't drink for like 3 days in between doctor's appointments, and I lost like 15 pounds. And my wife will back me up on it, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I told him, I was like,
but dad bods are the thing right now.
Yeah.
Everyone likes a dad
bod.
bod.
I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it, except for the tank tops. I want to wear the tank tops. But Yeah. So we had this thing, and I told him I could lose more weight than he could in the month of April because.
So we're doing a weigh-in on the 31st or on the 1st.
So all you need to do is fast for like 3 days, and you're good.
Yeah. Well, we're not drinking for a whole month, so.
Yeah, but you gotta fast. You fast should be good.
Yeah. So I told my wife, she goes, "You're gonna fill it in with something. You're gonna start like eating candy or like
sucking dick."
That is not what I will be doing.
I was actually like, you can eat me, big boy.
She's like, you're gonna pick up like candy or like
something to chew on,
bag of Doritos a day or something.
Cigarettes. There you go. Pick that up.
I should pick that back up.
No.
What?
Why not?
Tell you what, though, I'll make you a pretty nasty holster for your cigarettes.
Can you make one for like the little 72s?
You name it, I can do it.
I'll get it.
Yeah, I mean the one for the dip is pretty small. It's pretty legit.
I had a store actually ask me for like 20 of them. They're like, yeah, make us 20, we'll buy them off you.
Oh shit.
Okay. You know, they're very popular. I have like 18 in California because that's the only thing they could get holsters for. But yeah.
Oh, I wanted to ask
or
you
tampons.
Last time we were together for the beard thing. That video you posted of the holster that pops out.
Oh yes, Chad tagged me in that. Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't you or somebody you work with. Okay,
no, I actually don't really like that design. To be honest with you, too many moving parts.
Missed the
Yeah.
video.
So you're
You
gonna
see the video?
No.
Okay, so it's a video. The guy has a Glock 19. Okay, the holster is angled out, and pretty much he puts it in, angles it out, slides it, so he racks it. All right, so it's telling me that there was no round in the chamber. First of all, if you carry with no round in the chamber, why are you fucking carrying?
Right.
Because you're gonna spend the rest of your life racking that gun. Okay, that's pretty much what it comes down to.
Right.
All right. So and then he racks it, pulls it, and then he puts it back in, and then he shuts it. Okay. Now when you shut it, it locks on the trigger guard. So we already know that it could do a downward motion. So what's stopping it from? You know, you heat of the moment, you're gonna forget to move it out, and you shoot your foot. So
yeah.
And plus, too many moving parts.
I didn't see that.
I run into doors, so I don't know about you guys, but I got a lot of gear on me, and you're kind of wider than some things, so you bust. I mean, I have a $2,000 handgun that's on my leg, so like I don't care if it gets scratched up. That's what it's for, but definitely not pretty anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. No, I did not see that. But yeah, but that seems like very bad design as far as
it's cool. It's an interesting concept, but I'll never wear it.
But it seems like you said, in the heat of the moment when you need it, it doesn't seem very practical.
Are you gonna remember to flip it out first?
Yeah.
Push down and then pull up and then get on
Chris,
target.
I've seen videos with fucking retards looking down the barrel. So.
Yeah, and then with a shotgun and it goes and it shoots.
Well, the follow-up question to was it yours or somebody you worked with to make it?
I don't know the.
What would be the application for? Like who would buy something like that? But I mean, it's not yours, so.
Not anybody that uses it.
Honestly, you know,
is that like a police thing or?
It could be. I mean, it did have kind of a I don't want to say a tactical advantage because it really didn't have an advantage at all. But it's
be an empty gun and all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a club at that point. But I never carry empty. I mean, even when I first started carrying, I won't carry empty. You know, I just can't do it. No way.
That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I wonder if for the most part you could just scare somebody with it anyways. Like somebody tries to mug you and you just pull it on them, empty or not.
Pants once. Yeah, it was like 4:30 in the morning, 4:45. It's pitch black out, and I'm walking to my I had a SUV at the time. I think it was an Expedition or something. And I'm walking to it, and my roommate's Firebird has an '89 Firebird, and his lights on. And I'm like, okay, I just got home a couple hours ago, so his lights weren't on. So I walk over, and I just honestly saw this nice ass sticking out. I'm like, who are you, right? So I put my lunch down. I pulled my gun. I'm like, wait, who are you? And she turned around, and I'm pretty sure she's shit. And she's like, oh, I wasn't going to steal anything. I'm homeless. I'm looking for change. I'm like, so you were going to steal something. You know, so I called my work, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be late. And they're like, why? I'm like, I got a woman at gunpoint. I'll call you back. So then I called the police department. They came arrested her. And off to work I went.
See, I caught
There's a
kid.
long line of Duncans, and someone just got pulled on.
I caught a kid in my wife's car. I went to a friend's house. Living in Manchester, we lived on Canal Street.
Manchester?
Yeah, and we were playing poker till like 1 o'clock in the morning. I came home and I see these, what I thought were like pink pants that she had worn, bent over in the front seat, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna go sneak up on her, grab that ass. And then as I get closer,
that's not my wife.
She smelled like
as I
Cheeto
get
dust.
closer, they're not pink, they're orange. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now you start to see that they're baggier, closer. So I go, hey, kid fucking looks up. I grabbed him, threw him against the car. I'm like, wait, he's hammered. He was my neighbor's friend. But I'm like, dude, fuck are you doing? Like, I will fucking get out of my fucking car.
You're gonna get shot. That's
Like,
what's gonna happen.
Get the fuck out of here. So I took his wallet and I fucking had him go, and then I went to his friend's house, gave him a wallet, and said, listen, if I ever see your friend here, I'm gonna come get him every time. Every time. Like, I'm not playing this fucking game. You don't fucking do that. And then they moved out.
You guys hear of Gunman Granny?
No.
Okay, so when the presidential elections were going on, I lived in an apartment complex on South Willow Street behind Quirk. Okay, and Jesus. My neighbor, 78 years old, she's 4 feet tall, right? She weighs 100 pounds soaking wet. She is a car dealer over in Salem, so she worked her normal shift. It was 11 o'clock at night. She went and got gas, got a gallon of milk, went back to the apartment. She was being followed. She got followed from the gas station. It was a 23 or 22-year-old kid, 6 foot tall, 220 pounds, and was just following her. She got out of her car. She was walking up to my apartment. She literally lives across the hall from me. And the kid came up behind her, grabbed her arm, and spun her around. When she spun around, she pulled out her .32 automatic and shot him in the chest.
Nice.
Yep.
Damn, good for her, though.
Went right through his lung and shattered his shoulder. He dropped right to the ground. His girlfriend, or his sister, one of them, got out of the car, dragged him up, put him in the car, and off to the hospital they went. Every single person in that car was a felon. Damn. They had knives on them. And they admitted that they were going to rob her to get money for heroin.
Yeah,
Yep. So because of that, we met Trump.
Yeah.
And I got his signature on a dollar bill. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a big dude.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
6'4".
Yeah.
Did he shake your hand?
Yeah.
Did he pull you in?
He doesn't have little hands.
No. But did he
pull you in?
Get over here. Come here. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know what you know. Oh, yeah.
It's like...
Did you shake his hand? It probably wouldn't have been that easy to just yank him in like that. He did that... All right, people are going to hate me when I say this, but I'm pretty sure he did that to the French president.
I'm pretty sure he's done that to everybody.
Has he?
Yeah.
Is that his thing?
If I had $7 billion, I'd do it to every fucking person.
Just pull him in.
Yeah, I mean,
Smell that? Smells like money, doesn't it?
It's Melania, actually.
I'll take some money. I like money.
What?
I'll take money. I like money.
Who doesn't like money?
That's why I started the business. It's been... I can tell you what, though, when I first started, it was order here, order there, and now it's literally I have to bring an order book with me everywhere.
You press
I go.
them all by hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single one is done one at a time by hand.
How do you get the print on it?
I actually sub it out to a couple companies that will actually have a specialized printer that will take the image, vectorize it, and then put it on the Kydex, and then I'll bend it into whatever I want.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I actually know all the equipment that does it now. It took me a year to figure it all out, and I will be investing in it. So I'll have absolutely everything in-house.
That's awesome.
So I also got a laser engraver and a vinyl cutter too, so I can now laser engrave and then do any kind of decal.
Yeah, I want to get some glasses.
It's just me. Yeah, just me.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
we're gonna talk about glasses.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want some of these with the OCD logo.
Oh, etched in?
Yeah. Not that I enjoy Abel's beer, Shipyard, the ones that I've had the tap out mug because
I mean, these are pretty good.
I mean, they're great, right? My wife made us a flight for the studio for Valentine's Day.
What a good wife. I just have a dog and peanut butter.
Hey,
we get by how we can, you know?
how I kept her this long, I don't know.
It's the beard.
Yeah,
It's the beard and the dad bod.
Yeah.
It might be the dad bod.
I'm pretty sure she liked it better when I was going to CrossFit.
Is she taller than you?
No.
Yes.
No.
Wait, women
No,
come
she
that
is
short?
No, she is not. I got this much,
Your hair don't count.
but it's... I don't have
He
any
doesn't
hair.
have
Oh,
hair.
yeah, that's right. It's on your
All
face.
his hair is right there.
Yeah, and your back probably.
It's all getting there.
Getting
Getting there.
there.
As I get older, it's
Can we cornrow it?
definitely... No.
Oh.
But I definitely look like... God damn it. Fucking... That's how you know you're getting old. When the hair starts going to the back more than your chin.
You're
I
5
still
foot
feel
2
like
and a
I'm
half.
18. That was right around the corner anyway.
You're 5'2" and a half. How is she not taller than you?
I am not. You will. How dare you? I am 5'4".
I'm
and you
pretty
will say
sure
it
that
correctly.
nurse at
Nope,
your doctor's appointment.
again, we have already talked about this. I
Said-
will not repeat it. How it went.
You
I'm
need
on
to drink more chocolate milk. You'll
yeah.
grow.
I guess so. Not
It's because
anymore.
he's getting rounder, so he's starting to
It's
slouch.
starting to shrink down. When I went to my yearly biometric for insurance.
Physical?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a biometric screening. They do like
Cough.
basically a physical, but you have to do it for insurance and then the physical also. But like they
double
check
whammy.
it. Oh yeah. So they check it there, and I'm standing there, and this little nurse is shorter than I am, a little bit rounder than I am. Not
Rounder
much.
then or rounder now?
Now too. So she she's stand here, Stand there. Yep. She drops the thing down. She looks around. 5'4". I'm sorry. What did you just say? It's like 5'4". Fuck you mean 5'4"? I ain't 5'4". So I look around the corner. She's like, it looks like a 4 to me. Yeah, that's a 4. That's a 4. I used to be 5'5". What happened? Fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. I drink a gallon of chocolate milk a day.
That's a lot of chocolate milk. That is a lot of sugar.
I've been doing it for like 6 years.
Jesus.
That's how he stays up 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
Sugar.
I don't do much sweets. I really don't.
Well, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, chocolate milk. That's my shit. That's my go-to. Feeling down, chocolate milk.
Is that your go-to, the Oakhurst?
Yeah, I like Ovaltine to be honest with you. But
I used to get my kids Ovaltine.
Oh yeah. No, that's quick.
I'm suffering.
I had a moment here. I'm sorry.
You don't do the Nesquik or like the Hershey syrup.
I'll do it. I don't mind it. But I'm a
Ovaltine
guy.
Be sure
to drink your Ovaltine.
Comes with a Dakota message.
Yeah, Dakota ring.
This for a commercial? Shit. But I really do appreciate you helping with the beard competition. I think it's been a lot of fun, and that we get the word out more.
Hey, it's only gonna get better.
T-shirts are in.
Yep. We're gonna do a raffle at FalTac for a holster too, to benefit awesome. Veterans Count. So that everything 100% is gonna go to it. I'll donate the time and the material.
Sweet.
So, yep.
Yeah.
You get the shit in by sheets, like large sheets.
Yeah, about the size of this table.
Yeah.
Nope. Nice. Yeah, I'll generally like. So this company that I get everything from, it's called KnifeKits.com, and if you order more than $250 worth of stuff at the same time, they'll send you a shirt. I have like 30 shirts. Yeah. So I mean, I've dropped. Right now, I'm up to about $72,000 in material since about a year and a half, and that's just one holster at a time.
Yeah.
And so I do actually a lifetime warranty on all my holsters, and I don't charge extra for it. So like my competition, it's $45 for an inside the waistband holster, plus $15 for a lifetime warranty. Now I can tell you that $45 holster has $7 of material in it, right. And then it takes me 20 minutes to make an inside the waistband. So I just incorporate it all. I've made probably about 3,000 or 4,000 holsters.
Wow.
In a year and a half, and I've had 3 come back because they broke it.
Damn, that's a good term.
So
that's
yeah,
a good
so I'll keep that. I had one guy. You get the people that are like really don't know what they want. So the one guy's like, "What do you have for colors?" So I explained I have every solid color. I have every solid color in carbon fiber, right? And then I was like, I have the Constitution with the American flag in the background. He goes, "Oh yeah, that sounds good. I'll take it." Once I make it and cut it, that's it. Right? Yeah. So he came to pick up the holster. He picked it up and he goes, "That's nice, but I don't like the colors." What did you not get about the American flag?
And the Constitution.
And the Constitution. Come on, beige.
Pretty sure it's
red,
been
white,
the
blue.
Same colors for,
200.
Since it started.
Yeah. So so me being me, I took it back, made him another one in black carbon fiber, and then I ended up selling it at a gun show because I travel all around New England and do gun shows, so and get tased at them and stuff. Yeah,
I do want to get tased. Do you want to get tased?
I'm not answering this on microphone or recorded because you will hold me to that shit.
8.4 million volts.
How'd that feel?
Like a bee sting. It was like a bee sting, but it literally
like after you stopped convulsing or just
no. I stood there like it was on Facebook Live. Like so, the cook came up to me and he's like, "You get free food if you let my daughter tase you." I was like, "What do I get? Burger? What?" So he's like, "Yeah." So I got a burger. Yeah. Oh yeah. They were selling them. I'm like, "You can tase me. I don't give a shit." So she turned around, she tased me, she's holding it there. I'm like, it's uncomfortable. But yeah, I got a free food out of it, But it was actually a good time. So a friend of mine, Michelle, she has a taser, and we go back and forth, and we'll randomly, fuck with each other. So we were at a gun show one time, and I wasn't paying attention to her, and I was actually talking to someone, and she was talking to someone about the taser and what it does. So we're going back and forth, but I started talking to a customer. She's like, "Iggy." I'm like, "What?" I turned around, and she got me right in the pocket. She made me piss my pants. Right in the middle of the gun show. I'm like, I'll be right back. I will be right back.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Well, I made her pee her pants at the shop.
I was going to say she pee her pants.
Yeah, I got hurt too.
From laughter? I mean,
no, I tased her and she kind of let go. Floodgates open.
There's a difference between behind closed doors to in front of people like, "Are you trying to sell some shit?"
Oh yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
Awesome.
It's all in good fun. Whatever. You want to tase me so you can see the product? Here, this is what I tell people all the time. They're like, I'm looking for pepper spray. I'm looking for a taser. No, you don't want that. Why? Because dead people can't tell a tale. You want to kill them. Okay, someone coming after you. Yeah, okay. Pepper spray just clears the sinuses. That's all it does after a while.
Yeah.
You know, and then a stun gun, it's just long enough to get away from them, but they're going to do it again.
To someone else.
Yeah, they're not going to kill you. They're going to kill someone else. The dead man tell no tales. Dead man can't sue. So if you're going to pull your gun out, kill him right then. Don't shoot him in the knee, just right in the chest. You know?
That's one thing my friend always told me. He's like, if you're pulling it, then it's
you better
end of story.
Be
That's
sure to
it.
use it.
Oh, yeah.
The right way.
Yeah,
I mean, my 45, so roughly they go around 900 feet per second. You know, you got something that's very large, very fat, and very slow. So it's going to do a lot of damage, okay? And that 45 is kind of designed to actually ricochet off bones and just shred inside. Oh. So the rounds that I have are aluminum. Instead of 230 grain, they're 80 grain, and they travel 2,000 feet per second. Ooh. They'll take your head off. Damn. That's what I carry. I have 15 plus 1, and I generally carry like 6 magazines just because I make holsters. So I'll see what crazy contraption I could come up with, you know? So I'll just have them all on me.
I did learn that this year last year, that they're not called clips.
No. Oh my God, this stink guy right here, man.
Called magazines.
Magazines. This is not an M1 Garand.
He's already said it like 3 times.
Magazine.
Yeah, it doesn't rhyme well when you're trying to rap, bro. I'm just saying.
I have a clip if you want to see a clip. It holds a 30-06 round. It's an M1 Garand. That's it. Everything else is magazine.
Maybe that's what they're just talking about and they just don't know it.
Maybe.
No one knows it. It's the people that are pushing gun control that know nothing about guns. Especially like Barack Obama. It's easier to get a Glock than it is to get a book. Motherfucker, have you ever went and bought a Glock? It's a 4473. It's depending on what state you in. So like New Jersey, there's like a 4-day waiting period. Then you have to get your FID card. Then you have to go through training, and then you could get your gun. It's gonna be like a week plus $500-$600 for everything else on top of the handgun. Okay, in New Hampshire, it's just the price of the handgun. You don't have to do training. You don't need a license, but it's 21 or over. If you have money, valid driver's license, and a clean background. So fastest I've had was 5 minutes. Longest I've had was 4 days.
Do you think there should be training that goes with it on everybody, not just like?
I'm not opposed to it, people. But me, like
you have to take driver's ed before you get in a car. That's a 2,000-pound killing machine if you don't use it right.
2,000 pounds. That's a light car.
Yeah.
But not even just that. Like
Jesus.
Like as far as like the Second Amendment and what said is the well-regulated militia, right? Yep. But it says above that, right, is discipline.
There's discipline's not in there.
Yes, there is.
Pull it up.
Can you pull up on the Second Amendment?
I think I just saw something like this too recently.
Yes. Look at this high tech here.
Yeah.
A well-regulated militia to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Second Amendment.
Oh, you're a 2-finger typer.
Oh yeah, I'm terrible.
That's okay.
I'm not a
It's that generation. Now hit the delete button for a long time.
Yeah.
We all have smartphones. We can pull up quicker.
Oh, there it is. All right, that's better.
There you go. It's the first thing up right there.
Oh yeah, because Constitution of the United States. Bam. That's the Second Amendment, right? That's number 2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How many parts are on number 1?
Being necessary to the security of the free
4.
state,
4. I was close.
the right of the people to keep.
Yeah, can you open that up more? That's not the whole thing. There's more
just
to
click
that.
on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Show more on Constitution Project.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
There's
so
more to it than that,
the
right?
Constitution I have in every single room of my house or the shop. I have "We the People" tattooed on my body.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, it's everywhere.
Is that a 3% thing?
No, well, no, it's a patriot thing. I got it after the recruitment station from Stevie D. He's very high in the movement. Yeah, we the people, the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility. I memorized that.
Yep.
You would have to if you are a big gun guy. All those people misquoting you.
No, I did it in high school. I memorized it.
Yeah, that's not it.
So no, that's just the section. That's just the articles of the Constitution.
Oh, okay.
You want to go down the amendments?
Section 3.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
6, 9, 12.
All right, while you're looking at this, I'm going to take a quick second.
Yeah, take your second. Yeah.
That's it? Oh, there we go.
Ready to go.
You just pull it up
You
right
went
here.
too fast. There you go.
Holy crap. This is what happens when I don't look at my phone.
The Chill.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well-regulated militia.
There you go. Well,
Right.
being necessary to secure the free state, the right of people to keep bear arms shall not be infringed. Yeah, where's discipline?
You're right. It's not there. I'm just going off of the thing.
It's
that I
okay.
saw.
It's all right.
Are you talking about that plaque that was posted?
Yes.
Yeah, that was I think that was just a brief synopsis. You could bring that up.
There is more to it. That's just
Well,
just
what
like
he's
in the
talking
vague.
about is there was a plaque. Was it for this state? That has like a.
I don't think it's.
Well, New Hampshire has its own.
It was a quick synopsis
Constitution.
on a plaque that I believe it did say with a discipline and something, but I think it was just a shortened down version of this. But yeah, so you think people should have some sort of official training or certifications of some sort?
I'm totally not against it. You know, like you see these people buying $3,000 AR-15s and they have zero training. You know, I'd rather buy a $700 AR and offer $2,300 in training.
All right. Sorry, it was more the second paragraph on that. That's what I was talking about. Oh shit!
Yeah, that's not part of it. It's close though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's
paraphrasing.
Again,
That's the Texas one.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, so that was my next
Goddamn
thing.
Texas.
Maybe that's where he was referring to when it was easier to buy a Glock. Because don't they have like an express lane to buy guns in Texas?
If you are a gun dealer, if you do not do a 4473, you are one, losing your license. You are two, getting
No,
fined.
to buy a gun.
Yeah, to buy a gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a dealer, so you're gonna buy a gun from me. Okay.
Yes, I am.
So he's talking
Yes.
legal guns. So if I could go out in the street and buy a Glock, yeah, that's probably what he's talking about because of those the illegal ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if you are buying, like, there's no gun show loophole. There's no nothing. I don't care what you're talking about. But if you buy from a dealer, there is no way you could buy a gun without filling out a 4473 NICS background check. No way. Right? And here's the thing. If you fill out the 4473 and there's a warrant for your arrest because you have to call either the state police or the FBI, if there's a warrant, they won't even tell you. They'll just show up and arrest you.
So they'll still sell you the gun?
No.
Oh, they just
No. So what you do is
make you in the waiting period?
Well, kind of. So when rifles are instant. So if I call in, hey, yeah, Joe Schmo, here's my license number, and then give them all the information, they'll be like, all right, wait one. Oh, there's a warrant out for him. Don't let him leave. And then the police will come pick him up, and that's all she wrote.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? But I have all your information on the document, and if it's a federal document, so even if you lie on it, then they're never going to look at it, but they could get charges on it as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I've always kind of been on I'd like to see a little more regulation on those guns that aren't checked at gun shows and stuff.
What ones?
The private sale ones. The ones where...
Private sales are actually, like, pretty much not allowed at gun shows. You have to do them in the
Maybe,
parking lot.
yeah, not here, but I know there are gun shows across the country where people can buy private sale guns. I mean,
you
with
can
no
do that
background
anywhere.
checks, none of that.
Yeah, it depends on this state. Yeah.
But I don't think it matters. I think if somebody's looking to get a gun to do something like a school shooting or something like that, they're gonna get it regardless.
Oh, yeah,
And
I can
they're
make one
gonna
out of-
try and go through with it no matter how much regulation you put on it.
Give me $10 and I'll go to Home Depot and build you a shotgun.
Anybody who's doing it the right way isn't doing something...
1-inch pipe and a nail, man. Build you a shotgun, slam fire.
Really?
Yeah. Cost you about $8.
Settle down.
Yeah.
I was just thinking more like a potato gun or something.
No.
I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to hit
man.
Joe's house from my house with like Jello or
No.
something.
Man, I've been
That
building
would
this
be
stuff for a long time. Actually, I'll show you a video. So, they're saying, we shouldn't have these weapons of mass destruction or fully automatic. I'm like, unless you have a lot of money or the proper licensing, you can't own a fully automatic weapon.
That's true.
And even if you have the money, it's going to take you 8 months to get said weapon.
My favorite
Okay.
is when they call it fully semi-automatic.
Full
Full
semi-idiotic. That's what it is.
It's not.
I'm going to show you a video.
It can't be both.
That's like full-time, part-time?
Yeah, that's it. Almost sometimes never.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Are you a hunter?
I actually don't. But funny part is, if someone asked me if I hunt, I'd be like, no, I just hunt people. So I'm actually looking to start a sister company to FalTac Unlimited for fugitive recovery. So I
Oh,
can
bounty
actually
hunter.
hunt people down.
Some dog
Nice.
the bounty hunter shit
Yeah,
right
which
there.
is actually kind of interesting because you can't have any misdemeanors or felonies to be a bounty hunter, and Dog has a felony. He got arrested.
Is he still,
No, is
he's
that
not
in
a
every
bounty
state?
hunter now, though,
I-
right?
No, he's
I'm not sure, but that's why he carried pepper spray and paintball guns, because he can't carry a gun.
Yeah.
Because he got hit with a felony.
Yeah.
Man, how you gonna fucking bring me in when you busted for the same shit? That's fucked up.
Well, that's what his whole thing was. He spent time in jail and apparently changed his ways and found Jesus.
I think it was in Mexico or something like that. He crossed the border and it's illegal to bounty hunt down there or some shit like that. And he got hit. And,
cross jurisdiction.
Yeah, but before that, I think he was like when he first became a bounty hunter. I thought it was because he was in jail and like had this come to Jesus
saw Jesus.
Thing. Yeah, and then decided to go trying to legally chase somebody. Yeah, I don't think he's doing that anymore. I think his son.
See, I just do it for fun. Like, I have a crew of people that are like, yeah, I'm in. And, they're all vets and employ them. But, like, so pretty much, if you're a bounty hunter, you get 10% of the bond. So if it's $150,000 bond, you get $15,000 if you bring them to the courthouse. So pretty much, whoever, I'm going to hire strictly vets for that. So if you get them, you keep pretty much 90% of the money. The other stuff will go into the business for equipment and shit like that. Like I could get night vision. Like I'm literally gonna go high tech and do everything because I build night vision, so I might as well use it.
That's awesome.
But this is one of the rifles I built. This is not fully automatic.
Not fully automatic.
That's semi-auto.
That's just him pulling the trigger.
That's just me doing this.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, the women love it.
I bet. Jesus Christ, what a workout.
That's how he gets to the
golden eye and
Funny part is the range master came up to me and he goes, "Was that a machine gun?" And I said, "No, that's just my hand." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, she loves it. Just ask her." He just starts laughing. Turns out he actually ended up becoming a good friend of mine and he just bought many holsters from me.
Sweet.
But I fired one of those once.
There's a
in a Call of Duty game.
In Call of Duty game?
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm not opposed to anybody having anything. I just think, if anything, education.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's
I do a lot of research.
That's what should go with it. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have any.
I probably know the gun laws better than the
I'm a huge gun guy. Like, I think everybody should have. I mean, you should have a gun. Like, there's not only for protection, but if you want to just go to the firing range. I haven't had personally a ton of opportunities to go to a firing range and fire.
I'm taking you out.
But I mean, I've fired guns
We'll go on
before.
a mandate. We'll touch beards. We'll have some chocolate milk.
He's gonna grow one first.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah. I'm thinking somewhere around, I don't know, July. I might have one.
It ends in August, right? I'll be good around November.
Yeah, what day in August, man? Because this is gonna
first
be
weekend.
Good, because this is gonna be a shitty summer.
Yes, it is. See, and that I think that was part of the reason why we chose the dates that we did. Yeah, right. So, a coworker, when I told her, she's like, "Oh, you should have did it for like the winter, and then was it grow it in the summer, and then you'll have it for the winter." And I'm like, "No, like, because then
there's no.
I want people to suffer a little bit. Like,
there's no struggle with that.
We clean shave, so it's cold as fuck out, and then you're gonna have something when it's hot as shit."
It is what it is.
I work inside a very cold building, so that really doesn't affect me. Plus, I keep the shop around 52 to 58 degrees.
Okay, polar bear.
I can't do hot. I hate hot. I get very uncomfortable when it's hot.
Yeah.
What's hot?
Hot is like
62,
58.
68 is kind of warm. Like, I'll be in like boxers and a beater. Like
yeah,
just making
it's
holsters.
Warm. Like, it's warm in here. Like,
yes,
I can feel it.
Oh yeah,
it is a little warm.
Well, yeah, making holsters will be 52 to 58 degrees. Yeah, absolutely.
Does that?
I love it.
Does that help with the process, or you just
actually
just more comfortable that way?
To help with the process, I do one of two things. I will have like classical music going, or one of my secrets that I tell a lot of people actually, so it's not really a secret, but I listen to motivational speeches almost the entire day. If I know I'm gonna have a long day, if I know I'm like I'm gonna fall asleep if I stop moving, then I will literally listen to 9-10 hours of just speeches, just guys talking about just go after your dreams. And that's why I try to motivate people. You
ever heard Jocko Willink?
Who?
Jocko Willink?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
You serious?
Yeah.
You know who he is?
Wes Brown, Eric Thomas. Those are the guys I listen to.
Jocko Willink is a Navy SEAL. He has a podcast on, but he has a thing on YouTube. Bring this up on YouTube.
You gotta say please.
Please, sir. Right now.
How you spelling it?
Jocko is Jocko. And his name will probably come up, and it's just called Go. And we'll play it, which I'll have to cut the audio part out of it. David Goggins, he was a Navy SEAL that he runs like ultra marathons, over 100-mile marathons, was fat and out of shape one day and just said, fuck it, I'm done. And like just started working.
Once you get to the
training.
point where you're at that, like, I don't care anymore, that's when you're going to keep going.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to do something. Once you get to the point where you're like, I'm fed up, then you're going to change your life. Is that me?
Ding. No, it's probably him. Ding. What we got? About 10 minutes, start wrapping this up. But
No, we could talk for hours.
oh yeah.
Oh, you name it.
I'm ready to go. From my uploadability of what we're trying to do here.
Part 1, part 2,
yeah.
part 3.
We will definitely be talking again, doing this again. There's so many things we can talk about.
Tons of shit.
Right.
GoldenEye tournaments.
Like shit that I'm going through now with the the baby mama drama.
Yeah, I'm sure like for a person with
in my statue with what I do,
what you have and what you're involved with, that like it can go really wrong really quick. As far as like if somebody says something like, oh, they fucking hit me or they did this, they threatened me, like that's
what I'm going through. So so when I went down to Florida to get, I know you guys heard some of this story. When I went down to Florida to help out with the Hurricane Harvey victims, my Hummer died. The engine blew out a piston right out the side in South Carolina, right in I-95.
That sucks.
So it got towed back. So when I got back, I haven't seen my daughter in 2 weeks because she's been with the mother because I've been down on a humanitarian mission. So I went down there and came back. I got my girlfriend's vehicle that I was dating at the time, which was a brand new GMC Acadia with new car seats in it. Went to go pick her up. She goes, "You're not taking her in that car. Not in those car seats." I'm like, "Would you just shut your mouth and just give me my daughter?" "No, you're not getting her." So literally it was 40 minutes of, "Give me my daughter." "No, give me my..." She would not do it, right? And found out in court, Monday, that she doesn't trust me with the baby, which is why it was such a hassle getting her anytime I get her. So I was walking up a set of stairs behind her, and she turned around and pushed me. And as I fallen back, I caught on her arm so I could not fall down 10-foot flight of stairs.
Right.
She had me arrested for domestic.
Damn.
So I'm fighting domestic charges, and then she put a restraining order on me because I called her bad mother. So now I can't have firearms in my gun store. So my buddy has all my guns, all right? And if I go knowingly within 50 feet of a firearm, according to the judge, then I'll get arrested for a violation of bail. Okay? I already spent 2 nights in jail because of this. So I own this gun store. I'm doing these holsters. So unless I have a mold, I can't make your gun. I can't make your holster. So I got people that are asking for AR-15s to build. I can build the upper. I can't build the lower because the ATF defines a firearm as something that houses a trigger. So there's been a lot of things that I've been doing. So I'm crazy, not stupid. I'm walking the line of legal and not legal in the situations that I have. But everything that comes in my shop is everything that's perfectly legal for me to have. Like, I have blank firing handguns that were deemed not firearms by Manchester Police Department. And the prosecutor put out a warrant for my arrest for having them in there. Went to court.
How do they expect you to do your job?
Exactly. I went to court, proved them wrong, they threw it out. Then I got a warrant for a video I posted that was over a year old. And then they retracted the warrant, so I didn't have to do anything for that one. Then they put a warrant out for a meme. A fucking meme on my...
You posted a meme?
I posted a meme, and they issued 2 warrants over a meme, yeah. And it was Jeff Goldblum saying, "When we hug and our holsters touch." Literally, that was it. And I'm like, it's funny advertisement. You're like, what do you want me to do? Like, I still have to, pay bills and whatnot. I'm still paying her child support. I haven't seen my daughter since October 20th.
Damn.
Because the courts have been pushing it out. Damn. And I'm still paying $600 a month of child support.
And you're getting arrested for a fucking meme.
Yeah, I got arrested for a meme.
That's bullshit.
It's because I have a penis.
What?
See, what I don't
get
a lot
of
is
firearms,
if you're a man and you're going through this and you can't make a child support payment for, God forbid, something happens. Because I know there's a lot of fathers out there that want to see their kid that can't.
Yeah.
If you can't make that payment, you go to jail.
Yeah.
If that mother can't make that payment, she gets benefits. What the shit is that? Yeah. I could talk about this for hours.
I bet.
I could go on. I actually got to the point where I was contemplating taking up a couple classes, taking the bar, and just representing people with cunt girlfriends.
There was actually
You got condylitis?
when I lived in
I got the cure for you. Call my legal office.
when I lived in Pennsylvania, you used to hear ads for
Baby mama drama?
a lawyer
VMD?
out of New Jersey that was all about the guy's side.
There's
Because-
somebody at a mass that does that.
Yeah,
There's
like,
a
I
whole
would
law
do it
firm.
for like free or next to nothing. Like, take me shooting. Like, I don't buy me chocolate milk. We're good. You know?
Pay in court
Yeah.
in crates of chocolate
I hate
milk.
how women just ruin the system. They're crying wolf. She's being represented by a battered women's shelter. She has never been battered by me in her life. Yeah. Right. So I would.
My mic's not working with the woman thing.
That's they're gonna cut you off like they did Conor McGregor's. I'll air this right now just because.
I'm surrounded.
First, I'm gonna air out this man rage quit in case nobody saw the live stream. This
I
man
knew you were gonna bring
rage
this up.
quit over Brave, which is a child's game.
Brave the
But it-
video game
right,
by
whatever.
Disney Interactive.
Whatever.
He means Braveheart.
Yeah,
No, I mean Brave.
Brave.
I'm a man. I'll
Brave.
admit I was playing that Rage. I didn't rage quit because I didn't quit.
Whatever.
I
You
just
broke the
raged out.
controller. Whatever. Anyways,
works.
I just
Oh
wanted
man,
to throw it out.
that's domestic right there.
That is.
So,
Fucking slap my controller down because of Merida.
so there was a point
Crazy.
where the wife and I were going through some shit, and we went to see a counselor.
Was she short too?
No,
The
no,
counselor
No,
or
it was
his
a
wife?
guy. No, it was a guy.
Oh.
But you could tell that he was the one that was wronged in his relationship. So everything was just throwing missiles at me, and I'm like, dude, motherfucker,
Yeah.
like, bro, how are you supposed to help us together when you're just like, you're just as mad as she is, and I just met you, like, what the fuck, like.
This is where Joe really figured out that he was only 5'2".
I try to have a
I'm gonna
conversation
fucking
with her.
punch you in
She
your
throws
dick.
up gang signs. Well, she's deaf, so.
Although there are a lot of frauds for those deaf people, you gotta watch out. Like, they've been stories. But yeah, I gotta wrap it up as far as what we're allowed to upload for time. But I definitely want to have you come back on.
Oh yeah,
We
just
will
let
be
me
doing
know.
this again.
And like I said, with the Mario Kart tournament being shifted to June 2nd at Able, it'll be fun. It's
Well,
Saturday.
When
Come.
is this stuff mobile? Like, can you come out and do something?
I'm pulling it
We're
all.
working
I'm
on
pulling it all with us to go there to do in between the break. Like we have a bracket system laid out for how we're running the tournament. In between the break of one set to the other, we're gonna do a live podcast there. So we'll
Good,
talk
because
to,
we're gonna blow some shit up. I'm gonna show you guys what I do.
Oh, I'm in on this one.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Nope. Nope.
easily
See,
go
I
down.
would have answered your question yes to the tasing, but I'm afraid I would do exactly what happened to him.
It's
I
not that.
won't
well, no,
tase
it's
you in the
'cause
dick, bro.
She was like 3 inches from it, so it's like, yeah,
up above the belt only.
I got hit in the belly button. It was fine.
All right, you can do it when my man boobs come back.
Your moves.
My boobs come back.
Just have some chocolate milk, man.
I
Trust
want to
me.
get a police one where
I
they,
like
they
chocolate.
can
Shoot it.
Yeah.
You want one? The Avon X2, or not the Avon Axon?
sure whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's about $1,300.
Looks like caution. Well, I don't want one, but I want.
I
I
could
want
get
He
you
just
one.
wants to
I want to
shoot.
get
shoot
I want to
somebody.
get shot by that. No,
No,
I'll
you
get
don't.
hit by that.
No, you don't.
Just for
Shit hurts.
try. I know.
That
I
was
get
not the
that.
one he
That's-
was talking about.
That's for the fundraiser.
You want
That's
to
what I'm
shit
talking
yourself?
about.
I mean, I could get one
mean-
on loan. You want one? I mean, we could do it.
I am not shitting myself for charity.
$5
I draw lines, bro. I draw lines.
$5 a ticket.
I will shave my face. I'm not shitting
I mean,
myself.
I almost wore my bulletproof vest here tonight just for
just for
yeah,
kicks.
I randomly
Something
do
tells
it.
me that's gonna make it in a promo too.
I will say.
What, bulletproof or shooting yourself?
No,
I'm not
gonna
shitting
shit
myself for charity.
I will say next year I do have other ideas for other fundraisers. I will gladly keep you in the loop. I probably will not do an 8-month beard competition again. That's it was a good
See,
idea.
this was the
It was a
lesson
good, It was a
learned
good,
from.
good try of where it gave me time to work on little things such as getting the T-shirts ready, setting up dates for different things. But I do have a lot of ideas of what we want to do or what we're gonna do, hopefully. And yeah, man, I do want to get a host for the show. My favorite by far still is the Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, that was
Yeah.
like I was like,
That was
this
gr- it was-
is great.
It was my buddy's idea.
This is
Yeah.
great.
Oh, this one, yeah,
Yes. Dude,
that was the greatest
that
thing
was
ever.
was
the
fantastic.
greatest. I was like,
Yep.
I gotta buy tickets. Like
Have
I
you-
can't not.
I gotta
like,
tell you, actually,
Are you making more of those ones for sale?
I can do anything you want.
No. I mean, has anybody actually
No,
said, "Hey, I want that one."
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
No, I could order that at printed anytime if I want.
Oh man, that thing would sell like.
But I actually did one for a not that particular print, but I did an extendable baton, and it had the rubber grip on it that was all like marked up, so you could grip it pretty good.
Yeah.
It looked like a dick when I pressed it. I made it. I finished it. I looked at it. I threw it out. I'm like, I'm not selling it.
Nope.
Nope, not happening. Well, all my holsters, if I don't like it, I'll do it again. Like, you're not gonna. If I'm not gonna carry it, I'm not gonna sell it.
Yeah.
Bottom line,
You're not gonna carry a baton-sized looking penis holster.
No, I'm not.
For the ladies.
It's out.
For the ladies. Just put a motor in there.
No. Although I could. But
Vibrator holster with some extra batteries and the little
I actually have a glow-in-the-dark holster coming out. I'll be able to do. Yep. With some glow-in-the-dark...
paint?
No, it's a powder. It's a powder that I'm going to mix with a clear epoxy that I'll be able to trace things out on. So I'll going to do that. Yeah, or I'll color fill. I'll etch something out with the laser engraver. Color fill it with the with all that stuff. It's going to glow green.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I got a lot of cool ideas, a lot of things that I'm going to build, and I got a lot of videos and stuff that's going to come out with those new products, along with trying to make points of like gun-free zones don't work, rape whistles don't work, restraining order is a piece of paper. You're like, come on,
don't paper cut somebody.
Yeah,
they come to your house. You're not supposed to be here.
Why can't you cross this line, man? Because you got
it's like all the guys that want to take our guns they eat laundry detergent. And they don't know which bathroom to use. So we own 9 trillion rounds of ammunition in this country. We really think that we're afraid of someone who's just going to bat a dildo at us?
Fair enough.
That's a fair point.
We train. They don't. They just buy it and they think they know.
Yeah.
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 On that note.
Porta potty's unisex bathroom. I don't get the bathroom argument.
That is a fair point.
But that's my counter argument to like the whole bathroom thing where people use a porta potty.
It's unisex.
It's the same shit. You know what I mean? Like I get it.
Literally.
I get it. They should have, if anything, one designated for family. So if you have kids that have to go in there, then yes, I get that.
Toys R Us has that. That's probably why they're out of business. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, they got people trying to save that shit. They got a GoFundMe and everything.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, they had a couple companies.
I don't get it.
Larger companies that were talking about all dipping in to buy it for. But because they owe so much money, they could liquidate everything and not even pay off half their debt.
Yeah, no, but I do agree though. Like training, technique wins every time.
Rain, snow, sleet, in the water, out of the water, hot out. I don't care. My gear's it's been beaten to shit.
Good man. I'm glad we had this talk.
Sure.
I hope you are too.
Do it again, Sam.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, man. Cheers on
cheers.
Your empty chocolate.
I'm empty. My chocolate milk.
That's fine. Next time I'll get you a bigger bottle.
Yeah, I'll just bring a gallon. With the Gatorade nipple on it, it fits on a gallon.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Those.
9/11. I'll be up till about 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Doing whole.